Good morning, and thank you to those who have joined the routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. My name is Barrett Smith. I'm the service hydrologist with the National Weather Service here in Raleigh, and this briefing will cover the period starting today through next Wednesday, June the 15th. We're certainly not looking at a very active weather pattern over the next several days. We've got a couple periods where we'll see some showers and storms. The first of those looks to come today. There's a cold front that's currently making its way through the mountains and into the western Piedmont. That'll continue to move east throughout the afternoon. And so we expect that we'll see some showers and storms develop generally east of US 1, expecting the bulk of those to really be east of I-95, where there could be a few that become strong to severe. Certainly not the number of showers and storms that we saw last evening, but still the possibility over the coastal plain. Those should move to the east towards the coast and diminish later tonight. And while it's not shown here, we expect Friday to actually be a really nice day. Temperatures perhaps a couple degrees cooler than the day, still in the 80s, but dew points will be back into the 50s and the humidity will be low. So a nice day on Friday, but then we'll see that front that's moving through today lift back into the area Friday night and into Saturday, coupled with an upper level disturbance. And we'll see some showers and storms develop again on Friday night and into Saturday. The potential for a few, thunderstorms of those. We're not expecting a lot of severe weather, and those may end up being focused more across eastern North Carolina again. So that's the main other potential period with hazardous weather. That'll be on Saturday. All of that kind of moves out of the area by Sunday. Sunday and Monday should be mostly dry. And then we kind of get into another warm pattern as high pressure builds across the deep south. The humidity returns, and we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorm chances return by the middle of next week, but no real focused periods or areas where we would see those. Rainfall from the showers and storms, again, mostly east of US 1 today, and the bulk of those may end up being southeast of Fayetteville, where we could see, half an inch to maybe an inch in some of our heavier storms, but not a lot of rainfall today. The map here shows Friday as being somewhat wet. That's actually going to come mostly Friday night and into early Saturday. So as I mentioned, mostly dry during the day on Friday. We'll see activity pick up again by Saturday morning and into the afternoon. And if a little area of low pressure can develop and kind of track along the front in eastern North Carolina, we could see some rainfall totals approaching an inch across the northern coastal plain of North Carolina up towards the Tidewater region. But the trend in the forecast for Saturday has been a bit drier over the past couple of days. And so in general, most areas, rainfall will be relatively light. Clearing out by Sunday and Monday, a couple of dry days there, and then you can see rainfall start to show up on the map again for Tuesday and Wednesday. That will likely be with some clusters of storms that move out of the Ohio Valley and down across our region. Really hard to time those this far out. And again, those should be mainly isolated to widely scattered storms, even as we head towards the middle of next week. So generally, mostly going to be dry for a lot of areas. The 7-day totals here showing around an inch for areas, basically in the Piedmont East. That could be a little bit overdone if it turns out that we don't get as much on on Saturday. Severe weather potential. I mentioned that the best chance for severe weather would likely be east of I-95 today as the cold front moves through. Dry on Saturday. And then again, we'll see some showers and storms redevelop on Saturday. But right now, the severe weather potential with those is low. No flooding is expected over the next 3 days, despite the showers and storm potential. In the tropics, after we had Alex earlier in the week, late last week and into early this week, no tropical cyclones are expected over the next 5 days. So generally quiet in the tropics. And I mentioned the heat next week. It looks like that will continue on through the 8 to 14 day period, really across much of the eastern 2/3 of the country, and generally dry conditions across a big portion of the United States. And so it looks like the heat and the humidity will return next week and perhaps lasting into the following week. The U.S. Drought Monitor was updated this morning. Areas of the Piedmont continued to see, periods of rain, and conditions are generally good there. We've seen this tight gradient of drought conditions, and when you get down towards areas east of Fayetteville to north of Clinton, over towards Goldsboro, those areas have missed out on the rainfall really over the last 6 to 8 weeks. Some areas have only had, an inch to 2 inches in the last 60 days or so. And so those areas are likely seeing the biggest impacts from the drought conditions, with severe drought designated for them. So finally, just a summary. Again, we're expecting showers and thunderstorms associated with a cold front across eastern North Carolina today, followed by dry weather on Friday. Some unsettled weather over the weekend, but not a rain out by any means, and no hazardous weather really expected with those. And then we'll see strong high pressure develop across a good portion of the eastern U.S. Heat and humidity return for next week. Thank you for joining our Thursday edition of our weekly briefing, and we look forward to talking to you on Monday.